A wildfire is burning right next to Area 51. It's been going for over a week now. The Air Force is fighting it, and the internet is losing its mind, because nobody can tell you exactly what that fire is doing to the base. Officially, the place doesn't even exist. By the end of this video, you'll know what's real, what's rumor, and why this blaze turned into the strangest story of the summer. The fire has a name. The Quail Springs Fire. It started around July 24, 2026, when lightning hit the desert in Lincoln County, Nevada. Since then, it has burned more than 13,600 acres. 55 square kilometers of pinyon pine, juniper, and grass. On a normal day, crews would have this boxed in within a week. Not this time. The terrain is brutal, the heat is extreme, and humidity sits in single digits. Wind gusts hit 20 miles an hour. By late July, containment was stuck at 7%. By August 3, it reached 30%. No homes are threatened. The tiny town of Rachel, famous for its alien-themed road stops, got a smoke warning. Not an evacuation order. The Air Force and federal wildland crews are using what they call an indirect strategy. Building lines where the ground allows, and waiting for the fire to come to them. Here's the detail that should stop you. The fire is burning inside the Nevada Test and Training Range. That's land you cannot enter. Ever. That one fact changes everything about this story. The Nevada Test and Training Range covers 2.9 million acres. Inside it sits Area 51. The base was built in the 1950s to test spy planes like the U-2 and the State Route 71 Blackbird. Aircraft so classified they flew at the edge of space. The U.S. government didn't even admit the base existed until 2013, when the CIA declassified a stack of documents. Pop culture did the rest. Bob Lazar, Roswell, Independence Day. Area 51 became the address where every secret goes to hide. In 2019, 500,000 people RSVP'd to a Facebook event called Storm Area 51. It became a global joke, but the message stuck. People believe something is hidden out there. When the Bureau of Land Management was asked about the fire, they said it plainly. This is a restricted area, closed to the public, always, regardless of fire activity. Think about what that means. The crews are working in a place you'll never see. The smoke drifts over a base whose purpose is still classified. And when a fire burns right on the edge of the most secret place in America, your imagination fills in every gap. Here's the uncomfortable part. 2026 has already been a strange year for Area 51. In late April, at least 17 earthquakes hit near the site within 24 hours. The conspiracy theories lit up instantly. Then in February, President Trump ordered the release of government files on alien life. The Pentagon followed by publishing a trove of UFO documents. And on a podcast, former President Obama said aliens are real, but he hadn't seen them. Before clarifying he saw no evidence of contact during his presidency. Now a fire. The official cause is lightning. Simple, natural, boring. But lightning near Area 51 doesn't stay lightning for long. On social media, the theories are already flying. The fire is a cover-up. A cleanup operation. A way to burn evidence. That's the real story. Not the fire itself. But how fast a normal disaster turns supernatural, when it happens at the wrong address. Here's the part that gets buried in the headlines. This fire isn't unique. 2026 is a brutal fire season. Oregon has seen more than 1 million acres burn. Canada is fighting hundreds of active fires. Across the West, more than 2,000 fires have been reported since the start of July. Persistent drought and record-low snowpack have left the landscape ready to ignite. The Quail Springs Fire is a lightning bolt in a desert that's been waiting to burn. The strangest part of this whole story isn't aliens. It's that a completely ordinary fire, at a completely extraordinary location, became a global story about cover-ups. Same fire, same weather, same smoke. Anywhere else, and it's a regional news blurb. Next to Area 51, it makes headlines on 3 continents. So what's the truth? A fire is burning. It's real, it's big, and it's being contained slowly because the terrain is brutal. The secrecy around the base is also real. That's been true for 70 years. Put them together, and you get the perfect recipe for conspiracy fuel. Here's what I want you to take away. The next time a strange headline comes out of a secret base, ask who benefits from the mystery. Sometimes the most extraordinary explanation is just a desert, a lightning bolt, and the most famous restricted area on Earth. If this helped you separate signal from noise, subscribe. I break down stories like this every week. And drop a comment. What's the weirdest Area 51 theory you've ever heard?